Hey Dragon Slayers. Today's video is Dr. Barry's Message to Doctors Part 2. Don't forget to like and subscribe because it really helps the channel out. Let's get started. Patients once had only their doctor to go to with questions about their health and only their doctor to trust. There was no internet, and the average town's library shelves only had a few dusty old medical books and journals. If a patient didn't believe the doctor, the person's only choice was to see another doctor, who usually was in another town. The odds were likely that the patient would hear the same verdict from the second doctor, and the matter was then settled. Only those with financial means could travel to larger facilities and specialists. Once there, they might receive better news or a different plan of care, but that wasn't always the case. Doctors didn't know everything then either, but there was no way for patients to fact check them. Today is a very different environment. Your patients can check the validity of your diagnosis on a website on their cell phones as they sit in your exam room. You might not even have finished your sentence yet. Your patients can consult experts from around the world via Skype and other services, and they can watch videos on the way to and from your office. Upon arriving home, patients can know just as much about their diagnosis as you do, and they might even discover that you don't know what you're talking about. In this environment of increased information availability, doctors find themselves in both the scariest and the most exciting time to practice medicine. Merely wearing the white coat and draping the stethoscope over your shoulders will not save you from the world of near instant information your patients can access. If you thought you would comfortably cruise through your career in medicine and no one would ever discover you had become intellectually lazy or had stopped caring, you were wrong. If you hope to remain respected and relevant, then you must read broadly and deeply, not only in your specialty and in your field, but also in other fields as well. You can rest assured that your patient is reading opinions of their symptoms and conditions from experts in multiple disciplines of care where they get good nutrition and wellness advice. They're just as happy to get it from the internet as they are from you. If you're not willing to discuss their internet research with them, distill it, add to it, and ultimately synthesize a working diagnosis with them, you will become as obsolete as a VCR player and as disrespected as an exposed charlatan. If, however, you choose to step up to this challenge, you will enjoy relationships of mutual respect with your patients that your predecessors would have only dreamed of. You will become a trusted and loved advisor, expert, a friend. It's not too late. No matter how far you've allowed yourself to drift into frustration, laziness, and blind belief in what the American Academy of whatever and the latest big pharma company sponsored research tells you, you can turn your career around and move slowly but surely back to the rewarding and awesome career of being a doctor. If you're a specialist, don't fall blindly for the latest procedure, no matter how great the remuneration. If meaningful research doesn't show improved long term outcomes from the new procedure, then don't perform it. If you're a primary care physician, don't fall for the catchy spiel of smooth talking drug reps without fact checking the story for yourself. If you fail to do this, your patient's health and your reputation will suffer. You might be protected from the professional sanctions by the following the latest guidelines, but you will not be protected from the disgust and disenchantment your patients feel for you if the guidelines are later revealed to be folly. You may only remember your patient as a blur of humanity, but your patient remembers you quite clearly as the doctor who either got it right or got it wrong. That's what I've got for you guys today. Don't forget to like and subscribe because it really helps the channel out. And remember, guys, that together, you and I will slay the dreaded diabetes dragon.